So when it comes to Gary's mod, we're always looting and killing NPCs. But what if other NPCs could do that too? This is the one and only Scavenger mod, and it's incredibly cool. All you have to do, well, spawn an NPC in. Now first things first, when you spawn an NPC in, they have a 50% chance of having a backpack, like this one. Now this isn't always going to happen, but half the time it should. As we can see, this one does not have one. Now the backpack is gonna pretty much, well, let them have items, and when we kill these NPCs, we're going to be able to go up to them and, hey, that's my stuff. Well, I guess now we can see the mod in proper action. Even when they're disabled, they will do that, but go ahead and approach the NPC, hold E. You will begin rummaging through their wares, only for you to be able to press E again to collect, and then all the items that they drop, you can now pick up for your own benefit. Pretty cool stuff. Now, this already is awesome, but what makes it even more cool is that the NPCs themselves can also engage in this action. For instance, right here, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in a Metro Police officer and a medic rebel. Now, they have some very important quirks as well, and that is that rebels have a 25% chance to spawn with a secondary, Metro Police have a 30, and your standard combine units, like this guy right here, has a 40% chance to have a secondary, which is pretty cool stuff. And they also each have a 5% chance to spawn with a third weapon. Now you're probably thinking, wait, what the hell am I talking about? A third weapon? Yes, because they can switch between weapons, and they will to fit the situation to whatever best suits them. Now you can see that he did already loot her stuff, greedy bastard, and this guy is, well, asserting his dominance, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and spawn in 2 more NPCs and see what they do. Oh, unfortunate, they couldn't even really get a good look, but you can see that they did spawn with the AR2, and now he's gonna go ahead and take all of her loot. It's so funny. This add-on, there's some kind of charm to it. I don't know how to describe it, but I love this add-on so much, and it's pretty cool so far. Alright, now in order to properly demonstrate them switching weapons, I'm gonna go ahead and have them try to shoot me here. Now, even when his buddy's dead, that doesn't mean he won't go ahead and take his stuff too. So you can see right now he's using the SMG. I'm actually not too sure if he has any other weapons. Alright, let's go ahead and spawn in the standard combine. This guy is going to have the best chance of having more than one weapon type. Alright, there we go. We can see he did switch to his secondary. He has the standard 9mm. Pretty cool stuff. You normally don't see that with Combine, you know, they typically use their own weapons, but now he switched back to the pulse rifle, and that thing is a lot scarier. But yeah, it's pretty cool. As you can see, like, they will just kind of switch between them when they so feel like it. We see the bodies are definitely not as fresh as they once were, but we can go ahead and take this guy's stuff before he starts to wither away. Now, something that's really cool about this mod is that zombies do have items as well. So if we go ahead and take out these zombies here, we're going to be able to easily take their stuff as well. Well, actually, you know what? I don't think I've seen a single backpack from any of these zombies. Am I really just getting that unlucky? Oh, there. Oh my god, no way. Okay, so zombies have a lower chance of having a backpack, I presume. Which does make sense considering, you know, they're zombies. Like, they probably took that shit off immediately. But yes, you can take items from zombies, and it's pretty cool stuff. Now, I also do want to mention, guys, last video, I do apologize for the view models looking all jank. That was entirely my fault because I have this custom HD Half-Life 2 weapons that replaces the weapons that you have normally, and I've never had an issue with it before, but it did cause an issue with the view model from the Angry Birds mod that I did yesterday. So, big sorry for that, did not know, but thank you guys for informing me and letting me know what was up. Now, it's probably a good time to mention that in the options menu here, there's some pretty cool stuff. For one, you can enable or disable the add-on in-game, which is nice, so you don't gotta fiddle with it, obviously in the main menu. You can choose which weapon they're going to have for their secondary or their potential third for each of the different types of factions, like the Rebels, the Metro Police, and then of course the Combine. And then you can even choose what extra stuff will be in their backpack. We have the, of course, health vial and the battery. Speaking of the battery, by the way, if we were to, oh, look at that, he does have the crossbow. If we go ahead and take them out, oh, unfortunate. I don't think they had a backpack, but they'll definitely take that crossbow. All right, we definitely do need one with a backpack, but that's pretty cool to notice that the weapons they carry are going to be on their person. so they're not going to be hidden away like normal. You'll be able to see them. Now, here's the cool thing. They can pick up health and other items. As you can see, she got injured. She knew she needed health. She picked it back up, and it does work. This add-on is so cool, and it's kind of seamless. Like, you don't got to do anything extra. Look at that. Goes right up to the health vial. Like, I love this add-on so much, and it was somewhere on like page 7 or 8 of the workshop. This should be like on the first page, I think. This is such a cool mod. And you can see now they are fully fitted, all the way armed to the teeth. They have an SMG in the back. They got a pulse rifle up front. It's so cool. And of course, you know, you can make them follow you like typical NPCs do. Now, I don't know why they like to just kind of stay on the bodies. That definitely is bizarre behavior. All right, now let's go over classes. Because yes, there's classes depending on what weapon they have. So for starters, we have the Hunter. And to make this work, all you need to do is make sure that they have a crossbow and they have a 1 in 3 chance of being a Hunter. A Hunter is gonna throw stuff at you, like these, whatever those strange orbs are, and they can throw more things than that too, like knives. Like, this mod is so crazy. Oh, ow. Bro, keep your balls out of my face, please. Now, if they have a slam, they have a 1 in 3 chance of being a demolitionist, where they will place proximity mines down. I actually did get one to spawn, but he ended up blowing himself up with his own mine. So, guys, I hope you understand just how hard it is to have these things spawn in a video, because, you know, 1 in 3 chance, and they don't always have a slam mine. Like right now, like one of these could be a demolitionist, but he just doesn't want to put down those mines. Oh wait, look at that. That's the mine right there. So we did have a demolitionist the whole time, and he put it in a really good spot. Well, for me at least. Next up we have the engineer. The engineer is really cool. If you have a bug bait, or if they have a bug bait, now, this is the hard thing. I don't know if they have the bug bait or not, because even though I did put it in correctly, I don't know if the bug bait has a worldview model that shows up on NPCs. So they could have it for all I know, but they'll put a battery down that summons a hacked roller mine. And well, I guess I'll summon a combine soldier and see what they do. I've spawned so many of them in, but I'm honestly not too sure if any of them even have it. So that's going to be the difficult part of this add-on. Now, I might actually have to just skip this, but understand that they do just summon a hacked roller mine. Now, it's important to note that the last one and this one are both Rebel exclusives, which I think that's pretty cool. There are exclusive classes. The next one is going to be the Trapper. And for the Trapper, all you gotta do is make sure that they have a crowbar. If they have a crowbar, they have a 1 in 3 chance of being a Trapper. Now, what does a Trapper do, you might ask? Well, they drop caltrops. And these are going to slow anyone that isn't a rebel down, which is pretty cool. You can see this one. This is a Trapper. Oh, there's another Trapper right here. So if I go ahead and just kind of let them loose, occasionally the Trappers are going to put down those caltrops, which look like a fan blade. Next up, we have a Combine exclusive, I think just for the soldier, and that is the Pyro. Now, to have a Pyro, you got to make sure that they do spawn with a grenade as their secondary, and then they have a 1 in 3 chance of being a Pyro. Now, again, I don't know about the grenade, kind of like the bug bait. I don't know if it shows on their person, or if they're just supposed to have it. So we're going to go ahead and let them loose. Now, what does the Pyro do? Well, all their grenades are incendiary grenades, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get that to happen. There's a grenade. Oh. Well, if that guy was a Pyro, he definitely is not now. Oh, there's another grenade. Could he be the one? Alright, so there could be an issue because sometimes when I spawn in the Combine, what happens... Oh, wait! There it is! Oh my god, we got it! It actually does leave just a giant ring of fire. Well, not really a ring, but a pit of fire. Guys, I hope you understand now just how rare some of these classes can be. Look at all the Combine I had to spawn in just to get one of these guys. And if you thought that was cool, get ready for this. We have the Mortar Striker, another Combine exclusive class. If you have a Combine soldier that has a rocket launcher, they have a chance of being a Mortar Striker, where every time they throw a grenade, they have a chance to summon a Mortar Strike. That is not a normal grenade. And it summons a barrage of missiles. I need to see what this looks like. This sounds crazy. That was a normal grenade. Do I have to, like, sit in here or something? Alright, so this one might have a few issues. I mean, we're getting the flare, but maybe the map could be interfering. Honestly, who knows? But for some reason, this is not shooting any missiles out. It's honestly just a flare, which the flare is cool. We even got another one, but I see no missiles. I'll even turn off God mode, and it doesn't seem to do anything. So that is really unfortunate. I loved the flare and everything, so I was kind of hoping that something crazy would happen. And last up, but certainly not least, we have a Metro Police Officer exclusive, which is pretty cool. It is the Field Officer. If a Metro Police Officer has a stun stick, they have a 1 in 5 chance of being a Field Officer. Now, I think the reason why it's a bit of a lower chance compared to the other ones is because Metro Police Officers can naturally spawn with stun sticks, so the creator probably did want to lower the odds just so you wouldn't see Field Officers like every single time you spawn one of these guys in. Now, what does a Field Officer do? Well, it's pretty simple. If they don't see an enemy for a while, they will wander around, and after wandering around for a while, if they don't see any enemies, they will shoot out a scanner and even some man hacks. You can see we do have one right here, as well, judging by the way he's moving, you can definitely tell he's pretty important. And look at that, he just spawned in a man hack. I swear to God, I did not spawn that in. So he's gonna keep periodically spawning in scanners and man hacks. Oh, we might have another one. Looks like he's finally coming out of a shell. Oh, wow, he just spat that out. Okay, so there's another man hack, and they're gonna keep doing this until they see someone. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Alright, so now they're definitely coming for us, and I hope you guys can now appreciate just how rare these classes can be, but also just how exciting they can enrich the gameplay. And if you guys do want to know, by the way, how I change the weapons, simply go into... oh, let me get rid of that guy. Go into the Half-Life 2 weapons, like let's say you wanted to do the crossbow, copy to clipboard, and then simply go to the mod and then paste it where you want that to be. And it will put the weapon right there, exactly how it should be worded. So hey, if you ever wanted to enrich the standard Half-Life 2 NPCs to be more realistic, to kind of act like a survival game in a way, where like they're trying to scavenge items, and just a more interesting combat experience, then I think this mod might be one that you want to look at. As always though, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And we can see that guy is a hunter because they're throwing items, which is pretty cool. But of course, you guys are going to be the ultimate judge. If you do want to leave a like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Of course, all the links are down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, thanks for watching and farewell.